It sums up everything, even if we had to stop the training now. And I'll just say to you, all I did was give it to God, and everything happened. I prayed, and I'm very blessed because I think God had a plan. You know, when He brings you to Forever Living Product, He always has a plan for you. We always say Forever is a godly business, but sometimes when things are happening, we are human, we tend to forget that it's not our own doing. You know, and when God brought Forever into my family, He had a plan. And you know, when you get to a place where, or when you are put in a place unexpectedly, you sometimes don't know what to do. When I eventually found God, I can say I found Him. I knew God was there, I knew God exists, but I was not that close to Him. But when my mom introduced me to God, everything changed. Again, truly I tell you, if two of you agree on earth about anything you ask, it will be done for you by my Father in heaven. For where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, I am there amongst them. Matthew 28, verse 19 to 20. Verse 19 to 20. And one of the most important things that my team and I did before anything else was to pray. And God has blessed my business with so many of His soldiers, and I knew He did that on purpose. I've got so many pastors in my team, it was just not even, I couldn't even ignore it. You know, it just had to happen. So when we introduced prayer, everything changed. So if you are in Forever, I would like to encourage you to please use prayer as your weapon. Regardless of where your business is right now, I know you can do the business, I know you can do the presentations, I know you can recruit, but without prayer, none of that will be fruitful. Personalize Forever. Knowing your reasons for doing Forever can give you a stimulus to stay on course. Forever is not for the weak. If you have not made up your mind, you'll be shaken and you'll fall. It is not for the weak. But once you take it personal and personalize it, my mentor usually says you need to find something that is very close to your heart, very personal and deep, in order for you to do Forever with all you have. If you personalize it, nothing will shake you. You know the song by Luther Vandross that says, I'd rather have bad times with you than good times with someone else. Do you know that song? Use those lyrics when you're in Forever. I used those lyrics through and through and through because Forever is so personal to me. So you need to personalize Forever in order for you to stay the course, because if it's not personal, if you're shaken once or anything goes wrong, it's so easy for you to give up because Forever is not personal to you. And also, invest in personal development. Jim Rohn said, if you want more, you must become more. We're all here looking for money. We're all here looking for big money. But in order for us to make the big money, we need to develop ourselves to a level where we are ready to receive the big money. It will not just come. You need to work on yourself. I always say that God prepares you as He prepares your blessing. So if you are going through a hard time right now in your business, it's because you are in a preparation process. God is busy preparing your blessing. It's too big. It's so big that He needs to make sure that you are ready to receive it. I am talking from experience. So when He prepares the blessing, when you are going through challenges right now and you feel like, I cannot do this anymore, I cannot walk this journey anymore. It's hard, I'm tired, it's draining. You must know that it's at the time that God is working in your blessing. And while He's working on your blessing, He's also working on making sure that you are the person that is ready to receive the big blessing that is preparing for you. So one of the things that I did when I was in the valley, just like our CSM said, this was during COVID, I think, I made a decision to invest in myself. I used to say I don't like reading, which I didn't. I'd rather listen to podcasts and listen, to motivational videos, but that had to change. For things to change, you need to change first. So I had to change and start doing uncomfortable things so that I can start achieving different results. I decided to invest in one of the programs from one of the network marketing gurus, Eric Warren. It was a decision that I made while I was sitting in the office one day when I had just attended one of his yearly events, and he announced this, it's a one-year course that you sign up on, and I was like, I'm going to do this. It was not cheap. My business was not doing well. It was around 14,000, 15,000 per month, and I said I'd rather drink water and invest in my self-development because I am not going anywhere. So I took the course, which costed me around 200,000 in 1 year. It was a lot of money. Probably didn't make sense to people in the house, but it made sense to me because I knew the result that were going to come after this type of investment. And I wasn't waiting for the results to happen on the same year that I invested in the course. It took a couple of years, not a couple, maybe 1 or 2, but now I am living proof of this amazing course that I invested in. So self-development is very important regardless of the price. It's actually priceless. I don't know how you want to look at it. You can read books, you can attend events, you can also invest in one of the network marketing courses. But I tell you guys, if you're doing forever and you are not yet developed, you are on your way out. Self-development is very important because it helps you stand even when it's not fashionable to stand. So please, if you have not started investing in your self-development, it doesn't have to be like this one. You can start with small courses. They are online. You can look for them, or you can attend free ones if you want to. But working on yourself is the most important thing that you can do for yourself, for your business, for your team in network marketing, because it is what makes you become a better leader. The power of forever is the power of love. We are taught that every day. CSM has showed us. CSM has showed us so much love, all of us. I don't know if there's anyone in this room who would say they've not experienced the love that comes from this tiny woman in front. We knew for the power of forever is the power of love. We could see that the power of forever is the power of love, but having it so close leaves you with no choice but to copy and lead with love. Leading with love doesn't mean you affirm people all day. Just tell them what they want to hear. That's a necessity. There's a necessary tough love side of leadership as well. So when you lead with love, it doesn't mean that you're going to agree with everything that your team members are saying, or you're going to be moved to the left and move to the right and move to backwards or front, move to the front and you move or just be all over the place. It doesn't mean that, but it means whatever you do, even if when you give tough love, do it with so much love. Yesterday she took me and she said, can you please make sure that you take 30 minutes? Do not say, because that's what I said at the Rise Up. Like, I can see they are coming, I'm about to finish. She's like, don't say, just take 30 minutes, you are a leader. She did it with so much love. I was not offended, So there's certain ways of doing things and make them sound like you care. If she had said it differently, I would have been offended. Hey, you must when you know you take too long. In a way of saying things, that's where we find love, or we feel like, okay, this person is really against me. So thank you so much, CSM. Your consistency inspires your team. I've learned that from myself. You know, whenever I get messages from them saying, oh gosh, T, we are so grateful. Some of us are here now because you stayed the course. It's such a fulfilling, you know, I don't know, it's so fulfilling to hear your business partners say that, because when I did it, I was doing it for me. I was not doing it for people, or people to watch me do it, or, you know, to get others to come with me. I was doing it for myself. I did not know that people were watching. So you are the leader of the pack. Promote the discipline you seek. I did it unintentionally. I wasn't even paying attention on who's watching, who's not watching. You know the saying that says, what is the saying? You'll never know. Never give up, or do not give up because you'll never know who's watching. Something like that. It has to do with your kids or something. You know, I saw that happening in me because I did not know that my team was watching. When I was continuously showing up, regardless of where I was, continuously showing up with a smile, with excitement, you know, to a point where people didn't understand what was going on. You know, so knowing that by my actions, I was inspiring those who are looking up to me, it gives me so much fulfillment, because last year, in this room, if I'm not mistaken, I could count the number of managers that came with me to the managers convention. But this year it's completely different. And it's because I showed up when I didn't know that somebody was watching. I received this message from one of the leaders saying, congratulations, HC. We are truly proud of you and your selfless leadership. You are breaking grounds for us to walk on dry land. You are facing the giants for us to enjoy the spoil. Thank you for your faithfulness to your calling. I always say to them, at least they are lucky, because I have faced almost all the challenges that you can think of, giants, so that they don't have to go through it. I stayed the course. I've been burnt, I've been drowned, everything has been done to me. But I came out. Gosh, you know, when God goes into the fire with you, you come out without a scar. He did not protect me from going into the fire. He went in with me so that He wanted me to go through it so that I can come out a better person. That's how much He loved me. He did not pull me out, but He went in with me, and I came out with no scar. So, thank you so much. And last year I came in with 9 managers to the convention. I'm a diamond manager with over 175 managers in my downline. But I came to the convention in 2024 with 9 managers. And I was okay with that. This year, all I had to do was make a decision. And this took me 11 months, 12 months, 10 months, because I was here in February with the 9 managers, and the decision was made on that day. And today we are here. 22 of my leaders are here. Some wanted to come, but unfortunately, they had other commitments. So we'll probably be 30 or more if everybody made it. And out of the 22 managers, 7 of them are brand new managers. 2026, this is me being accountable to all of you. I'm bringing nothing less than 50 managers to this convention. consistency, this is what I had to do, and this is what I went through, and this is what I learned. It builds trust with prospects, and it also builds trust with existing team members. Remember, when you are a leader, whatever you do, the team assumes that it's right. So everything that you do, they model and they duplicate and repeat. It ensures steady team growth and retention, compounds small daily actions into massive success. There was a point where I was recognizing leaders that had just done 4CC. Before, I never used to recognize leaders on 4CC. I mean, you're a leader. You have to do 4CC. I never used to recognize that. Before, I would only recognize maybe 60 club, because all we had was 60 club, 100 club, and end. But there was a time where I was recognizing 12CC mediocrity. They were not happy with themselves, but it encouraged them to do better. Because it made them feel like, important, not just a number. And because I did that, 90% of those leaders that I recognize on 12CC are doing nothing less than 69 CCs today. Some of them even went as far as doing 100 club today, but they come from doing 12CC leadership. I have team members that used to make like maybe 500 Rand a day, 300 Rand a day, and it was a few, man. There's a lot of people in the group, but there's a few people that are sharing their cells during the break hour. But today I've got leaders that are making 15,000, 16,000 Rand a day. One of them is right here. Actually, 2 or 3 of them are right here. Not just leaders, but downlines as well. People who are not at manager level. The power of consistency. It creates predictable and sustainable income for everybody. The consistency formula that I used was clarity, discipline, and accountability. Clarity, you need to know your desired rank and income goals. I know exactly what I want in 2024, in 2025. I've got it written down. If I didn't know what I wanted in 2025, I wouldn't know who to work with, what to do, when to do it, with who. So you need to know your rank for 2025 and not just say, this year I'm going to be a senior manager. When do you want to be a senior manager? Who are you taking with you to senior manager? Are they ready? What activities are you going to do with them to make sure that they get to senior manager, etc. Discipline, show up daily. I think I've done that, I've modeled that, even for people that are not in my team. They still come to me and say, Sis Thobeka, we admire your resilience. Sometimes I'll show up and tears are falling on my face. And I'll still show up, hiding behind the screen, hiding behind social media, but I'll show up like everything is going well. Business does not care how you feel. It's just, your goals don't care how you feel. They just want to be fulfilled. Business does not have emotions. So whether you're going through a rough patch or you're going through, challenges, whether it's personal or it's business related, the business does not care. You still need to show up. Accountability, track your own progress and mentor others to do so. I made my own kids my own accountability. My second born, she's a very tough cookie, and she never forgets. So whenever I need to achieve something, she'll be the first person to remind me. Whenever I want to do something, I make her my accountability partner. That child knows most things about forever than many of you in this room. She's 14 years old, and she reads. She's like, Mama, you've been a diamond for so long. When are you moving to double diamond? Such questions, because she doesn't know the amount of work that goes in. She doesn't know what needs to be done in order to get there. But she reads, and she says, I can't wait to turn 18 so that I can start my own forever business. And I know my business is safe with that one, because she's the only one between the 3 that loves forever so much. So I've used her as my accountability partner. I do not want to disappoint my kids, especially Tando. The power of consistency, it also builds, Common consistency blockers that I've also went through and managed to overcome: the fear of rejection from prospects, lack of motivation or self-belief. TikTok. I never used to do anything on TikTok until Babe Sama Shankura gave me a lash. She said, Thobeka, you've got such a beautiful kitchen. Just stand in that kitchen and say something. Because I did not know what to say. And she would watch Kuji. When we were in Mauritius, she said, you're going to go live for a long time. I went into my room and I went live for 2-3 hours. And from that live, I got 3 recruits. And I was just sitting there. If you don't know what to do and you have not started using TikTok, I was just sitting there doing a book review. You know, there's a book that I was reading that's called Do Not Sweat the Small Stuff. I would really recommend that you get it. It will change the way you look at life completely. So I was sharing, you know, what I've learned from that book, and I was doing a book review, and people were so invested, and they were listening, and they were asking questions, and it was very successful, because I didn't know what I was going to say for 2 hours. You know, you end up saying things that you shouldn't, because you are live for too long. But that live gave me 3 recruits. So thank you so much, Kuchi, and thank you so much, babes. And also, a common consistency blockers as well is lack of motivation and self-belief. If you don't believe in yourself, you can never get anything done, because you always think the next person is better than you. Time mismanagement, family versus business balance. We need to manage time, guys, between family and business. Forever needs time. Forever needs time. If you don't give forever time, it's not going to work. You might be winning right now, you might be excited right now, but if you don't give forever time. When I was, you know, with Eric Warren doing this course, he would ask you, how much time, how much money do you want to make? And how much time are you willing to invest in order to make that money? Other was saying 10 hours. I'm like, 10 hours? What are you doing in 10 hours? You don't even take a bath. And he would say, you must just go to the North Pole. Pretend you're in the North Pole with no one around you. Inform your families that, listen, I am not here, but I'm here. He said, you can substitute the things that another person can do for you, get somebody, pay that person to do those things for you, and focus on building your business. Do not be excited by the fact that you do your own washing, you cook for your husband, you wash your own car. It's not something to show off when you're a network marketer. You cannot be washing your car. Pay somebody to wash your car. And use that time to do income-producing activities. Because if you're still going to be excited by the fact that my husband does not eat food from the helper, he only wants my food. Watch us grow. Our husbands are eating food from the helper. You know? So he said basic things like those, that you need to pay if you can pay someone to do it, create a job, you know, job opportunities for other people. So I did that as well. It was a bit of a hustle, but I'm good now. Focusing only on short-term results, on what you want now, is also a blocker. Being worried about others' opinion, that will kill you to the ground. Forget about people. They don't care about you. They don't, guys. Forget about who's watching, who's saying what, because you will not get anything done. When you are down, they will not pick you up. So forget about what people, whether it's your family, your friends, I don't care who, but forget about other people's opinion and focus on what you want to achieve, because their opinion will not pay your bills. It will definitely not put food on your table. Why business growth matters? It strengthens your credibility as a mentor and a leader. It expands influence and leadership within the company as well. You all want to be MEC team, right? I remember last year, everybody wanted to be MEC team. They wanted to know, how do you qualify to get to the MEC team? If you want to be part of the MEC team, yeah, it was a fight, I'm joking. If you want to be part of the MEC team, you need to to invest in self-development and also make sure that your business is growing gradually, so you can also have a word or a voice in company decisions. So it expands your influence and leadership within the company, helps you achieve company incentives and recognition, and also increases team and personal income. Strategies of staying consistent. Develop a daily routine. I'm sure we all know this. We've heard this before. It's like a scratch record now. Prospect, follow up, and train. Other leaders also touched on this when they were training. And track your progress. Use trackers for contacts and conversations. Find accountability partner. Stay motivated together. Someone you respect and afraid of disappointing. Don't just get a friend that you don't really respect that much. You just tell them, I could not do it, I'll do it the next day, and they're going to be okay with that. You don't need somebody like that. For an accountability partner, you need somebody that you respect and somebody that you don't want to disappoint. And like I said, my accountability partner is my second born. Celebrate your small wins. Recognize team achievements, guys. They help. That one CC that comes in, we've got what we call an early bird in our team. That there's road to 5cc and there's an early bird. Road to 5cc is when we recognize them weekly for the CC that they've done. If they've done 0.5, they go on a poster. And we say you're on 0.5, 4.5cc to go to close your target. If you're on 1cc, congratulations, you're on 1cc, 4cc more to go. So those road to, they really encourage them because you also announce them in front of everyone. They don't want to be seen like they're failures, so they want to push and close for the target that they've given themselves for the month. And also, we get early bird achievers. When you've done 4cc early, we announce you and say, congratulations, you're on your way to 10cc. You have so many CCs left to reach your 10cc target, etc. So those small recognitions, they really add up to a lot. Please try and recognize the small wins. Key pillars of business growth: having a vision and goal setting, rank advancements, income goals, etc., and link every one of those goals to the marketing plan. We know if you want to, build a beautiful home like Coogie's, you need to be on Gem Bonus. Yeah? If you want to travel the world on business class, you must be on Gem Bonus. So when you see the leaders do these things that they're doing, they're not using their money, they're using Gem Bonus. Work for Gem Bonus, guys. And I know someone else spoke about Gem Bonus. It's there for us to work for it. And it's here for all of us. Imnandi I Gem Bonus. Because not all of us are getting it. Only when you're in it, you understand what I mean. Work for Gem Bonus, guys. Consistent prospecting and recruiting, you all know that. Training and empowering your business partners is very important, and a lot of leaders spoke about that as well. I was asking myself yesterday, what am I going to talk about? Because everything that I want to talk about has already been spoken about. But if you hear it more than once, I think it will make more sense. Product knowledge and product usage. Mostly product usage. We're still lacking in product usage. We need to introduce our team members in personal use more than just selling the product, because a lot of our team members are more focused on selling and not using and experiencing the benefits. And it's up to us to make sure that we change that. Unlocking business growth through consistency. Consistent prospecting builds your front line. Continuous training empowers your existing team. Sustained follow-ups improve your recruitment and retention. Long-term consistency equals to exponential growth. Action steps: set clear rank and income goals for 2025. Do you know how much you want to make in 2025? Yes. You do? Yes. Do you know where do you need to get to in order to make that money? Which rank do you need to reach? How many people you need to help? Do you know all of that? You need to start planning, guys. You can't just say, I want to make 100,000 in 2025, but you don't know where it's going to come from. How many people are you going to bring with you in order to get that amount of money? How much money are they going to be making when you get to your income goal in 2025? Create a daily, weekly activity plan. We've got this in the First Steps to Manager. We don't even need to create it. We can just revisit our First Steps to Manager and use what's already there. Prospect, train, and follow up. Measure and track results consistently effectively mentor and duplicate success within your team. Final thought, success is a sum of small effort repeated daily. Robert Collier. Thank you so much.